After learning about the time setting of Bannerlord, and learning all kinds of lore from Warband, we are given a very interesting new player in the game, the vast empire of Calradia. This is an empire that got so huge that it will forever be remembered in the realm's history. It has also been around for the good bit of almost 1,000 years. But, as it turns out, we join and meet up with the empire right as it is in the process of collapsing. In Bannerlord, the Calradic Empire is split in 3 zones, north, east, and west. And, as they are very similar, also have differences in culture. But why has this great empire fallen? Well, here is my theory. When we look at the Calrad Empire, we can see a lot of contrast to, you guessed it, Rome. The Empire is basically a microcosm of Rome, mimicking and being inspired by it in many different ways. The troop styles are the same, and even the geography is strikingly similar. So if we want to understand why and how Calradia fell, we must understand how Rome fell. Rome fell due to a few major things, mainly the replacement of a republic with an empire, immigration, and sheer size. But other reasons too, like plague and endless war. Also, Rome was split into 2 smaller empires by one of its later emperors, in order to establish stability. Rome had gotten too big and could not be ruled. But splitting the empire did just the opposite of what the empire wanted. It turned out that splitting the empire and turning them into 2 separate governments made it weaker, and they both fell shortly after. Looking at the Great Calrad Empire, we can see the same. Calradia made too many enemies, sparked too many rebellions, and had bad leadership, and split their nation into thirds. The area we see the empire held is actually a lot smaller than the height of their empire. In their golden days, they controlled most of this map, and then some. What we see today is at the result of endless war and rebellion, and it will only get worse. These states are very badly governed, and could not figure out a government system to work together. Before the split, the empire had gone through a string of bad emperors, starting wars and invading people it could not afford to control. The Aserai Empire forces started to push up from the south and formed their own state in the realm. The Kuzites also did this in the northeast. Valandians rebelled on the west and tossed out imperial leaders, and even captured the empire's wealthiest city of Provend. The Nords that the Empire let into the realm started to have their own identity and culture and wanted to rule themselves, and fought for an independent North. The Battanian region became very unstable as everyone claimed it, and fought the great and endless wars known as the Battanian Wars. I also theorized that, like in our own timeline, there was a plague that hit Calradia that affected the morality of the Empire's people, as well as how well the army could hold up. But biggest of all, it was literally just too big to govern itself for its time. The time it took for messengers to get from one side of the empire to the other to tell them what was going on, the thing was already over. So the split happened, which actually, in depth, worsened the problem. All in all, the Calradic Empire was a great part of its history. But, emphasis on history, every great nation eventually falls. Yes, even the great empire of butts that we have all made and conquered in Warband. Eventually, that empire will fall. Well guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you comment and tell me what you think, and also share with me some video ideas that you guys have. Like, what do you want me to talk about? What do you want me to talk about my ideas of regarding Warband or Bannerlord or just Mount and Blade in general? If you want me to talk about certain lore or theories or something like that, make sure to leave it in a comment. If you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe. There's been lots of new faces and I'm very happy. Make sure to stick around so that we can keep making more videos and stuff. And I'll see you all next time when we cover my predictions of what the strongest nations in Bannerlord will be. Peace.